And what is up, my geeks? My name is DroidRider, and welcome to another action figure review. I hope you guys are doing great right now. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the Medicom toy MAFEX Superman from Batman Hush. I want to say that this is actually the second MAFEX figure I've owned. And yeah, I've been liking these MAFEX figures a lot. I've been seeing like images around them online, and you know, there are some figures that I really want to collect so badly. And yeah, I'm actually excited to open this. So as you can see, we have a little window box with a lot of accessories, obviously. The other side, it says Batman Hush with a product shot of Superman. And the other side is just a full product shot of the actual figure, you know, completely. It's a Superman Batman Hush version. And then the back, we have a lot of product shots of the Superman figure. And then we have a Batman figure, which, as you can see, it does have the Kryptonite ring. And that's what this figure has, a Kryptonite ring, as you can see from over here. And then we have the little like Medicom toy stamp. And then on the bottom, we do have the choking hazard and information and stuff like that. And there's the barcode for those who wants it. And then this little like sticker says Clever Creation Company. And then it says Medicom Toy Official. It's kind of hard to see through that light over there. Doesn't really matter. So I'm actually excited to open this. We're going to be taking a closer look at everything that this figure actually comes with. And I'm excited about this. If we remove the packaging of the figure, we do have like a little bit of artwork inside the box. Gemly's artwork, by the way. It's time to look at everything that it comes with. Alright guys, we have Superman out of the package. And I just gotta say that this Superman figure is incredible already. I was fiddling around with it, and my goodness, there's a lot to talk about this figure. I want to start with the figure stand first, and then later I'll be focusing more on the accessories. Now first I want to show is actually the figure stand rod, and it's actually specifically designed to pose the figure like standing, if you want to have it into a standing pose. However, the only problem is that usually there's going to be a hole in the middle, and it usually goes like inside the rod, and it will just like stay in this position, like where it's like whether you want to put it up or down. But I think you could actually put them like this, I'm assuming. But I mean, the claws do open and close. I'm guessing you're supposed to put this here for a fight pose or something like that, but I don't know. Then we have this little like claw, which it has like a little like screw in the middle. It has a little peg hole to insert the little like rod over there. And then we have another like some sort of like a one hook part, and it has a little peg in there. I still have no idea what it's used for. When I did the MAFEX Batman review, I still don't know how to use this. And next is the figure stand. Now obviously it's an articulated figure stand, and it kind of feels a little loose there. I'm gonna have to like tighten this screw up because it just feels completely loose. You can even move this one. This one also feels loose. I think all of them feel loose a little bit, but I'm gonna have to tighten them up. Don't worry. Thankfully there's screws all over the figure rod, which I could specifically tighten them up. This little stand is gonna have like 3 peg holes to obviously to whenever you want to put your figure any position. But yeah, Superman comes with 4 different sets of interchangeable hands. Next is I actually want to show the fight hands. I actually do like the fight hands. They're just completely flat, and it does have like details, as you can see. I do like the sculpting of the hands, and especially the fingernails, so that's cool and all. Next set of hands is actually like, I would say like open relaxed hands or like accessory holding hands, but honestly they don't look like anything like accessory holding hands. And yeah, they do gonna have like fingernails as well sculpted on the hands. Okay, so this one is actually more of the like the open hands. Like I said, I do like the sculpting of the hands. The next one is actually going to be like fist hands, but however they're going to have like some sort of like holes in there, like kind of like accessory holding hands. Now I actually read a comment from the Batman MAFEX review that one person said that this set of hands are actually used to hold the cape. I actually didn't know about this because, like I said, I was new to collecting MAFEX, and yeah, special thanks to that person who mentioned it. Next accessory is gonna be the one fist that has like a Kryptonite ring. It's specifically designed for another figure, in which in that case Batman. Superman is gonna come with like these 2 IV veins that are actually designed to put him on the where his wrist is. Actually, personally, they're cool and all, but I don't think I will be using these. But I know, like I said, that these are actually for Superman when he's actually being controlled by Poison Ivy. These are really cool like accessories and all, and I do like the sculpting of it, but I don't think I will be like posing Superman with these. Yeah, But I do like the material though. It's just like a soft plastic. So that is really cool though. The next accessory is actually gonna be like a IV veins for the neck. It was actually showing the product shot, but yeah. I think this accessory is actually really cool because I think you can use it like a flower crown. You know how like there's people that use like a crown made out of like flowers or leaves. This is a really cool accessory for like any action figure, honestly. And last accessory is going to be the secondary interchangeable head. It does have like the red eyes, as you can see. It's supposed to mimic like the Superman doing his laser vision, or you can just use this head when Superman is actually being controlled by Poison Ivy. It's a great looking head and all, but except like they kind of threw me off with the blue eyebrows. I know it's not like blue, it's supposed to be like the shadow. Oh my goodness. I think they did a really great job with like the painting as well. It doesn't look anything like messy. Blue painting on the hair, which I know it's not supposed to be blue because it's like in the comics it's usually like the shading of the hair, and it's actually comic accurate, by the way. And then we have more details on the side, and of course it does gonna have a peg hole for the interchangeable head. Now that we take a closer look at the accessories, we're gonna be taking a closer look at the figure. I want to start with this head. The head looks incredible as well, and I just like the sculpting and even like the printing as well. Again, the little the blue eyebrows, which they're not supposed to be blue obviously, but it's just supposed to like representing like blue shadowing. It's supposed to represent like shadows all around his hair. That explains, you know, why it's all blue. The S symbol doesn't look anything crooked. It's just perfectly just in place. It's not sculpted. It's just like, you know, printed. It doesn't seem like this figure doesn't have a lot of like coloring, like shadowing all around the suit. It just kind of like just looks really just perfectly sculpted, which is like very muscular and beefy. Also, if you notice the color of the buckle belt, it's just like a lighter yellow. Notice in the S symbol, it's just like not like a perfect yellow color, but just like almost to a perfect yellow color on the S symbol color. They even painted the straps, which is awesome. And remember when I said it doesn't have like painting on front, like shadows? It does gonna have like shadow colors, as you can see. I know it doesn't look like anything like shadow. It's because of the light, but it does have like a little darker color all around where his back is. And the sculpting is actually like similar to the one from Batman's. If we go to his legs, the boots is just colored in. Everything is kind of like sculpted. It just feels like sculpted into where the bottom of his legs is. As we go from his boots, yeah, great sculpting. And the bottom, no treads. The Batman Hush actually had treads. It does have like legal information here, Medicom toy. Now as we go into the cape, I gotta say first that Superman's cape is actually much better than Batman's cape. Which, don't get me wrong, Batman's cape was incredible. But I did say, if you guys watch my review on the Batman Hush, I did say that the cape had a lot of material. Like more cape, more material, and it was just completely messy. But, you know, his cape is actually just perfect. It doesn't have a lot of material, and it's not even like big enough. However, if we go into Superman's cape, it's not long enough, but it does have like lesser materials of the cape. I did say like I do like the material of this cape. It's just like a completely like cloth material. As we go into his back of his cape is gonna have like this S symbol just printed into the cape. And yeah, this cape is completely wired, as you can see how I'm doing like this little like bendy on the cape. Two set of wires over here. Yeah, one wire over here, one wire over there. And this is how much cape you're gonna be getting. And this is how it looks like in the front. I gotta say that this cape is incredible. It doesn't get into the way, and you can pretty much pose him like really, really good. Now that we take a closer look at every single accessory and the presentation of this figure, we're gonna be taking a closer look at the articulation to see how poseable this figure is. So starting with his head, he pretty much can look up this much and look down this much. It is gonna have a really good tilting, by the way, and also you can pretty much move his head all the way around. Also, if you notice his neck, it can articulate, but not as much though. Like, as you can see, it doesn't look like I'm moving it, but I'm actually like moving it. His neck actually does articulate. His torso, my goodness, I do like the range of motion of the torso though. You can pretty much move it into like a tilt, and you can even move it into any direction. As I said into the torso, his waist has a lot of range of motion, honestly. It just feels like completely loose, and I have no trouble with it. You pretty much move the tilt like any side to side, or even move it like all the way around. You can arch this back far and arch this front, which is a lot though. When you arch him front, it doesn't have like a lot of gap, which is like not distracting. This figure is also going to come with a rotator cuff, as you can see from here. And as we go to the rotator cuff, it doesn't have like much of motion, but as you can see, it's pretty much doing like its own job. Like when I'm pushing it like over here. In his shoulders, he is going to have a ball jointed hinge over here, and this is the hinge. You can pretty much raise his arm this far up. Superman is going to have a bicep swivel and double jointed elbows that can only bend this far. And as we go into the hand, you can pretty much move the hand to any direction, either a side to side, up and down, or all the way around. Superman is going to have a thigh swivel, which he does have a lot of swivel articulation. He can kick around this far, and he can split his leg this far. Superman is also going to have double jointed knees, which only bend this far. Superman is going to have a ball jointed ankle, which it does have a hinge, which you can pretty much move it up and down. You can pretty much move it either side to side, and also a pivot system. And last, he is going to have toe articulation, which can only bend this far. The articulation of this figure is actually quite incredible though. It doesn't have a lot of gaps. Moving the articulated like joints and hinges, they were pretty much very smooth. For our scaling comparison, here we have the MAFEX Batman from Batman Hush. I actually brought him on here first because of this accessory. It is specifically only designed to his right fist only. So we just prop him up and just replace him with the other one. If I can try to insert him, because it's super tight, bro. And there you guys have it. And it looks incredible though. It's just like a normal fist, but just, of course, added with the Kryptonite ring. Yeah, this looks incredible though. This is a really cool accessory. Next in the scale comparison are the SH Figuart figures. We have Goku and Frieza in this scale. Next we have the Superhero Piccolo and Super Saiyan Vegeta. I only brought them here just for the hype. Next in the scale comparison, here we have Lloyd Forger and Yor Forger. I just want to say that Lloyd Forger's height just seems very taller than Superman. Meanwhile, Yor Forger is almost reaching to the height of Superman. And lastly, here we have Anya Forger. I gotta say that this is one of the best Superman figures out there. Anyways guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to say that I was really behind on reviewing this one, mainly because I was focusing a lot of things in my other channel, but I am finally back on doing more action figure reviews. Another thing that I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video is that this is a reissue. So yeah, this is not actually the original like release of this action figure, but I got this one for Amazon for like $100, but the price of it has gone way up for this action figure. It's crazy. I seen it for like $170 for this or more, and it's just ridiculous. If you can get it for like a good deal, then grab it while you can. I know it's a really good action figure. This is like one of the best Superman figures that MAFEX has ever done. So yeah, this is actually like a really phenomenal action figure. So like I said, that's going to be the end of this review. Now if you guys are new, be sure to click subscribe to become part of the Geek Squad so you cannot miss any videos I upload. So yeah, my name is DroidRider, and I say goodbye.